two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Allen will try to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. From the 29, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A big play here for Buffalo.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Allen. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hurry! Check by 21. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 25, check 25, check 25.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Regular.
Play fake. Mayfield. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Forced out to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Carlos Basham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Keon Crossan. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
One more time with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
His third touchdown now on the year.
and the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Oh, my goodness. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mayfield's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
A first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started. Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end.
Touchdown, Dolphins. That's caught. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. They're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. It's complete to Diggs.
You're going to make everything
touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Run. King.
Here's Baker. Connecting with Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mayfield. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mayfield to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Man, that was way.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for 2 here. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right.
And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd and 14.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of